Suburbs Arena for action from the Armstrong-Cooper Girls Hockey Tournament Holiday Classic. It's our second quarterfinal game here tonight. The North Shore Storm from Two Harbors and Silver Bay taking on the host, the Armstrong-Cooper Wings, here after we saw Osseo Park Center beat Jefferson. Jay Wilcox along with Dan Ficken. John Jacobson will join us too from rinkside. And interesting matchup here tonight, Dan. These teams don't know a whole lot about each other. First time in this tournament for North Shore. They won their first two games but have struggled since. They had some COVID issues. They've had some weather issues up in their area too, but they're looking to see how they match up with a bigger program, but they think it could be a good matchup.
Well, North Shore versus Northwest Suburb, I like it. That's a great thing for the girls on both teams to do that. Now, yeah, North Shore's had a tough time. They've lost 7 in a row. Like I said, they've had issues between Two Harbors and Silver Bay, the two rinks. But coming on, they've getting a bit of a treat down here, and this is an area for redemption in these tournaments where you can get a little different competition, try some different stuff they haven't tried before. And for both teams, we're 1-3-1 for Armstrong-Cooper now in the last 5 games, so something's got to break loose here.
Armstrong-Cooper overall with 4 wins coming in. Still a fairly young team there. Numbers are not quite where they would like them to be. Both teams kind of looking at that. We'll see mostly 2 lines and 4D for both of these teams. But Armstrong-Cooper, I think there's always incentive to try and win on your home rink, your home tournament. You have some alumni, you have some grandparents coming, and they obviously want to come out and show well here. And
you don't have a 5-hour bus drive and, getting into a hotel after Christmas and running around like mad. So a little bit of a comfort zone for the Wings here, but they're back to 8 teams in this tournament. I think they're very proud of this tournament. They do a great job here. These kids love playing in it, and it brings out the best in them. So we'll see what the Wings can bring to play here today.
Let's talk about key players to look at in this one. First of all, for North Shore, Olivia Hoff, she was called the quarterback of her team by her head coach, and they want her on the ice and want her having the puck an awful lot.
Well, 2 goals, 7 assists, that tells you about it. She's a playmaker. She's got more assists than goals, but she can play, and they're going to have to go through her. She needs to ignite them and get them going. And it's a funny thing when your leader steps up to play and starts doing some things, everybody else starts stepping up to the play. So it'll be interesting to see how she steps up here.
We said the Wings a young team. One of the seniors they do have that'll play an awful lot for them on their first line is Mackenzie Johnson. Part of a balanced attack really for them.
Yeah, really. We've watched her play a few years, so she's got it. She's got the hands. She skates, she moves the puck very well. As a leader down the middle, and does a good job that way. And of course, that's who you go to. You go to your veterans to pick you up. This is a good time for it too. It's halfway through the season. Time to step up. Let's get it going.
All right, should be an interesting matchup here tonight. North Shore and Armstrong-Cooper coming up, the quarterfinals of the Armstrong-Cooper Holiday Classic.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And welcome back. Outside, it's a little chilly out at New Hope Arena, and inside, perfect hockey weather, as you'd say, as the Wings and the Storm get set to do battle here tonight in their quarterfinal round game here. It's a 3-day tournament, as Dan said in the pregame, back to 8 teams now, too. They'd had a little bit of an issue occasionally attracting all the teams that they wanted to. Megan Larson, we just got a brief glimpse of her at the other end, and there is Michaela Labor in goal for Armstrong-Cooper. They have pretty much rotated goalies throughout the season. Labor will get the first game here in the tournament. As we said, we'll see relatively thin benches for both teams. You're going to primarily be looking at a couple lines and a 4D with some other players kind of rotating in. The Storm, here's Kara Cook up with it for Armstrong-Cooper, putting it out front, and it just hopped over Paige Lloyd's stick. Centering pass here, and a backhander swept wide by Mackenzie Johnson. And now back out to center. The Storm will kind of have 2 lines with 4 players. He said they'll have centers that rotate through. And then the Wings will be 2 lines with kind of spotting other players in, mixing them in here and there. Hope Ernest up with it here. Her shot sails over the net, and the rebound off the outside of the net. Looked harmless initially, but then a decent chance for Brooke Belchef. And that shot blocked by Lloyd-Olt, and a penalty coming up here, a cross-checking call. So it didn't take long before we'll see a power play here, as going off for Armstrong-Cooper is Anna Rausch. See if we can catch it out front of the net.
Right there.
Yep, a little shot in the back.
Well, Armstrong-Cooper's running their penalty kill at 90% shutdown rate. They've only allowed 3 goals and 28 penalty kills.
Hoff had her pocket picked. Ruby Minogue coming in, shorthanded, partial break. Hoff knocked her down. Wings fans wanted a penalty. They don't get it. They do not get it.
Oh my! Okay. We're not supposed to commentary on the ref. But you got to be kidding me.
Dump back in, delayed offside, and we have Hoff injured.
Oh yeah. Went in legs first on the boards, I think, and there's always a chance to jam a joint on that, and it's no fun going into those boards when you're going down. She's in pain.
Oh no!
This would be a devastating loss for them.
Olivia Hoff, the senior, they're already without her cousin Berkeley, who's a talented 7th grader, has a wrist injury. It sounds like she'll be back before too awful long, but not in this tournament. And we'll watch right at the tail end of this there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ankle just got tied up there as she turned her blade on it.
And when you looked at it initially, you were probably thinking that if anybody was going to get hurt, it might have been Minogue, but instead it's Hoff.
Well, those boards are tricky stuff. I mean, there's been a few times when you either go head first or feet first, and neither one is any fun to do, etc. And it can jam. It can jam in the edge on the ice. It can jam on a crack in the boards.
Yeah, she wasn't going full speed by any means by the time she fell. But you see right there, just kind of losing an edge. And
that's her left ankle.
Jammed awkwardly and right away reaching for it. And it looked like for a moment that Minogue was maybe going to be a little slow getting up too, but she was able to get to her feet pretty quickly.
Yeah, and there also should have been a penalty call. I don't mean to pile on here, folks. I mean, she's hurt, but there's a smile on her face. Good. Boy, they're going to be hurting without her.
Hoff able to get to her feet and
put weight on it.
Yeah, I mean, at least right now, that's a pretty good sign that she's able to at least skate off on her own for now. And let's hope that she's going to be all right. As you know, not only is it a good player, but also a real leader on their team, it sounds like, too. So that's not something they would want to see, is have her have to stay out of the game with this injury, but we shall see.
Well, when a coach uses the word like quarterback for a player, that's a pretty high compliment. They don't say that too often, and that'd be a devastating loss for them. So Boy, thank you, Lord. We appreciate it very much. She's okay.
Saw Zach View there for a moment, the North Shore head coach. They are on a power play here as it bounces off the stick of Ernest and tracked down there by Claire Hansen. Reaching for it was Johnson. They can't get it out. Tried to put it into the slot, but Johnson got her stick into Katie Carpenter a little bit there. See, Storm have got some small players, don't they? You can see they're young. Yeah. That one tossed in on net, and Larson will stop it. Larson is a senior along with Livia Hoff and Nevaeh Nordlund. They've just got like 3 seniors, and the Wings are kind of in that same boat as well.
Well, 13 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th graders for the Storm.
See Megan Larson, what she's done so far this year is they are at 2-7 as a team coming in. Pushed to the corner there by Claire Sondral. 45 seconds to go in the power play for the Storm. They haven't been able to do much with it up to this point. Nordlund carrying the puck here. She'll flip it into the corner as Sondral coming back to get it. Bree Anderson trying to get it out. Kept in nicely there by Velshep. Wings unable to clear it. I'm going to reverse it here and see if they can't get a lane to get it out. Now tipped out to center there. Here's Claire Riestenberg, their leading scorer. Riestenberg trying to slide it around the D, and it comes in on Larson. Only 7 seconds to go on the power play here for North Shore, as they've been unable to really get things set up much and generate anything out of it.
Well, they got a gift here out of that, because I'm still wondering how they got a power play, but such is the way the game goes sometimes.
Yeah, that was that cross check out front. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot.
But could have been one at the other end is what we were thinking at the time too. So the penalty is over. Armstrong-Cooper killing it off without too much trouble. That one brought back in offside. They'll have to tag up here. Lily Benby sliding it across. And Libby Althaus dumps it in deep. Chopped loose there by Natalie Larson. Wings get it to center, but then denied there. Picked up at the blue line here by Claire Hansen for Armstrong-Cooper. And sent out front by Lydia College. Now they tried to go back to the point, but they were changing D, and that one went all the way through. There's Michaela Lavore. Again, a split time here for Armstrong-Cooper in net. Maybe their most impressive performance, or noteworthy, tying Blaine 1-1 here. Yeah, this is going to come back out. I was going to say, did I just imagine it, or was it an Armstrong-Cooper pass that went awry there, and they ended up calling it an ice, and they got together and correctly said that we'll bring it to center, because that one should not have been an ice, obviously, there. I didn't want to say it in case I missed a tip or something that brought up the middle, and now the Wings getting it set up. Johnson puts one on net, stick save by Larson.
Well, Larson's been busy this year. She's given out, or she's taking on 38 shots a game on her, and that's a boatload for a goalie.
And Lloydol able to keep it in at the line. Lloydol from the circle fires, and Larson snares that one. I think it might have been headed wide anyway, but Lloydol, I think, really caught the Storm off guard there by clawing that puck free right at the blue line and was able to just turn and go with it. But
well, Larson's definitely focused, and if there's any doubt it's going to miss or not, you always make the save, and she did a good job there.
Relayed around to Althaus and then reversed back. Couldn't quite get it out though. Wings trying to pull it off the wall and bring it to the middle, and now sent down into that circle and chopped out. They'll have to go back and retrieve here. Cross to Hansen, her pass tip, but it ultimately gets to Ruby Minogue. And offside. I think the center there, Riestenberg, was a stride too far. So there's a look at Matt Cook, the Wings head coach. Had a chance to visit with him in the intermissions of that first game. And he telling the truth, he said our numbers are kind of thin. We've had a little injury and illness and even a couple people out of town, that kind of thing. But just in general, their numbers are thin to start with, he said. And the one thing is he can promise the better players are going to get a lot of ice time. And, Lloyd trying to receive that one and hopped away from her, but she comes back to get it. Tried to slide it through to Cook there, but missed. That's going to be an icing call against the Wings. And a disjointed start, I think it's fair to say here. We've had some passes behind their intended targets and some icings and offsides. And there's a look at Coach View. Is asked if he's from up that direction. He said, no, more central. Becker Big Lake. He played high school hockey at.
Okay.
Trying to get that puck out. Yeah, and we've got the co-op here with Armstrong-Cooper that are, we're roughly maybe a mile and a half apart. Their two schools are, he said, on a good day, 35 minutes apart. The two rinks between Two Harbors and Silver Bay, so it's definitely some more travel involved, and obviously goes without saying that there seem, generally some more winter-like weather in that part of the state than maybe we see in the Twin Cities too. So it had some challenges. Another offside there. He was talking about how they'd had some COVID issues. He said we kind of got through that, and then all of a sudden these storms were hitting, and when we had to call off practice, and obviously coaches at any level, a high school level, are you kind of consider every day valuable to practice, but it's not worth risking driving through heavy-duty snowstorms either.
Well, especially on Highway 61 there, which is in between them. It's a two-lane road.
Played ahead here. Hope Ernest throwing that one in wide.
Let's get a good picture of Matt Cook there, too. I love it. He's an old-time guy. He's wearing choppers.
Here's the shot here by his daughter, Kara Cook. Pair of choppers, yeah. Nice stop there by Larson as Cook getting that shot on net.
Well, Cooper's doing a nice job there. Armstrong-Cooper's doing a good job. They're staying spread out. They're moving the puck pretty good back and forth. And
knocked down at the blue line there, and the Storm able to get it out. This will be an icing, though, as Kinsey Comrick got a little too much of that one, and it'll come back into the North Shore end here. 10:34 to go here in this first period. No score on the board. Armstrong-Cooper definitely had the better of it, but certainly not dominating. Not really had any great chances to speak of either way, I wouldn't say. Maybe that Lloyd one from the circle a little bit, but turnaround try there was blocked by the defenseman out front. There's a shot, and it's knocked down at the glove of Larson.
Well, I'm looking at the numbers. In North Shore comes here averaging 2 goals a game, 5 goals against, and Armstrong-Cooper's 3 goals a game and 5 goals against. So pretty even matchup here. The records are pretty similar.
Hoff is back out there, but had their pocket picked on that one. Now is able to track it down. Being pressured in the corner there by Mackenzie Johnson. Played back around. It was interesting when I was talking to Coach Cook. He kind of, this is going in generalities a little bit. He was expecting a physical game from a Northern team, but I think it's fair to say the Wings have been the more physical in the early going and definitely have the size advantage.
Yeah, it's tough to go toe-to-toe when you're about 3 inches shorter than most of the players on the other team.
Lloydel dropping it back. Cook's shot was deflected wide. It's one thing the Storm definitely have done so far is get in the way of shots. They have been playing pretty solid defensively. Tipped out to center. Shot back in by Rausch. 9 minutes to go in the first. No score on the board here as Claire Sandraw will track this one down for Armstrong-Cooper, sending it ahead. Here's Riestenberg. A little bit of a slow change by the Storm, but Riestenberg couldn't quite handle it well to get a good, clean attempt there.
Well, you know, as I was looking at the game numbers and stuff too, I was looking at the goaltenders and their numbers, and they're a bit flawed. I look at the numbers for the North Shore goalie, and not extremely good, but then I look, she's handling 38 shots a game. Now figure that out. If she didn't, let's say, handle 30 shots a game, what a difference that would make. She could be a big factor in this game.
Benvey's pass missed everyone, but they'll wave off any potential icing there. Rachel Vigan back to get it here for AC, spinning away. And get the breakout going. Here comes Cook. Has Riestenberg on the right wing. Riestenberg beats the D, goes to the net, tried to tuck it in, but Larson got a piece of it on the poke check, it looked like there, as it skittered into the corner. Really nice move to beat the D there. I thought that one maybe was going to be kind of a highlight reel goal for Riestenberg. Now Johnson sliding it all the way through. Lloyd-Holt comes up with it. Lloyd-Holt trying to go to the net. It was chopped loose. Storm able to get it out. Back in and then back out. This is going to be icing, it looks like. Hopped over the wing stick there, but I'm going to call it an ice. So 7:38 remaining in our first period, and Armstrong-Cooper even up 0-0 here with North Shore.
Well, so far AC has been dominant, and they haven't posted any shots, but both goalies have made some saves here, and particularly Larson at North Shore.
Yeah, she's been tested a little bit here, and you kind of get the feeling that if the ice stays this tilted, that the Wings are probably going to be able to break through. But at the same time, give North Shore credit. You're being outplayed and giving up some size, but you're still holding them at 0.
Yeah.
It isn't all about how many shots you get. It's just, how many eventually can you put away.
Yeah.
Lloyd-Holt carrying it in. Lloyd-Holt keeps possession. Now slides it across. Just missed for College. As the defenseman lost the stick. Now Lloyd-Holt turns, fires, and scores. Well, that first try didn't happen, but they stay with it, and Lloyd-Holt turns and rips one over Larson's glove and in, and it's 1-0 Wings.
Yeah, just nice and tight and put it on the right spot, hit the upper corner nicely, and she got a nice goal there to get them off the board for a 1-0 lead. Just a great shot there.
Her 4th goal of the season, and we said really balance between their top players. There's fairly even numbers. Here's an opportunity, and a wrister by College is gloved by Larson.
Well, if you look at the Wings roster and scoring, 9 players have scored goals on this team, which is a good spread. It's spread it over basically 2 lines, but still. Oh, man.
And there's another one as Lydia College knocks it home for the Wings. She got an assist on that goal by Lloyd-Holt, and now College will net one of her own as their pressure is starting to pay off a little bit. Number 5 on the season for Lydia. And that one coming only 15 seconds after the first one. See the nice little spinorama pass there by Minogue, and College will bury it.
On a young team like that playing defense, she got lost in the shovel. The D didn't get back to cover in front. She was wide open to just punch it in, and just a good play all around.
Riestenberg and Minogue will get assists on that goal by College. It's kind of fun to see Lydia College. She had an older sister that played softball, and Lydia came to the games when she was, 3-4 years old, and now seeing her as a high school player, it's kind of amusing. And you see Coach View, he's not terribly pleased. He called a timeout here with 6:39 to go in this first period, and you see that he doesn't like the response that his team has made in this game, and maybe feeling like we weren't quite as ready to play as we should have been there, and so you're seeing him getting after him a little bit there.
Yeah, well, let's see if a little fire into there. Sometimes it's tough with a young team, but you got to let them know that there's an expectation here. And they're halfway through the season, Jay. This isn't like the first 2 games of the year. I realize it's a holiday tournament, but still, this is a business trip.
So the Wings, as we said, have been kind of dominating and nothing to show for it. And now they all of a sudden get 2 goals 15 seconds apart. Lloyd-Holt and College scoring for a 2-0 Armstrong-Cooper lead. Here's College up with it, trying to get out of Riestenberg. That was tipped. Keep it along the wall here. Storm unable to get it out. Now it'll pop free to center. And a chance for Velchev, but she is quickly caught from behind there by Hansen. Around it comes to College. And that one hopped over Minogue's stick. It'll come back to the line of the Storm. Livia Hoff back to get it. Knocked loose. Hoff up with it again off the skate there and thrown back into the AC zone. Bree Anderson. Now they get the breakout ahead to Cook. Lloyd-Holt is with her on the right. Cook tried to drag it around the D, but a back checker got to her. She'll use the point here. And that one trickling just wide. Back down for Cook. Trying to go back to Mackenzie Johnson. Johnson keeps possession here. Going to swing it back for Cook. And around again to Johnson. Cook looking to the point with it. And that one is in. Long attempt put on net. And they're asking out front, was this one tipped or who's going to ultimately end up getting the goal here?
I'm glad they're discussing it. I'm really glad we got a TV monitor. We can do a replay on it, Jay, to see who exactly looks like Lloyd-Holt got it.
Yeah, Lloyd-Holt says, yeah, I got a little piece of that one in front. And I'm kind of glad so, because we don't have a number 8 on the roster, and that's who took the shot. So, or was it, I'm sorry, it may have been 18 there, Roush.
There's a good pass right there at the outlet on the point. Good shot and just, nice play.
Was Roush, 18, not 8. Here's another chance out front. Here's College to score. Wow, the Wings just erupting here in the middle part of the period.
Well, after a rough start, they got their first goal, and all of a sudden they've taken off, and they've just bing, bang, bing, bang, boom.
We've gone Lloyd-Holt College, then Lloyd-Holt College again, and 4-0 lead for Armstrong-Cooper. See Riestenberg, boy, the D just kind of non-existent there.
Well, I think we found one thing too. We watched it in the first game and this game too. We're getting 2 conferences playing against each other that don't play against each other, and Northwest Suburban is a good girls hockey conference right now, and even though Armstrong-Cooper hasn't had the best record, they're still in that conference and they play that game at that pace, and I don't think the Storm are ready for that right now from the looks of it, at least in the first period.
Going to have a penalty coming up here to North Shore, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, it's against AC, and it's going to be College. Well, she's gotten a couple goals, so you can overlook a hooking penalty, right?
No. Don't ever ask a coach that.
Yeah, exactly. So, second penalty of the game against the Wings. Second power play for North Shore. They could desperately need a goal right here. They did not do much with their first power play chance, so. Johnson up with it. Johnson trying to go to the net, and Larson scoops that one up. Seeing maybe a little bit of being discouraged, it feels like, for the Storm right now. They're kind of having trouble with really getting the feet moving. Chop loose on the way out of the zone, but they go back with it now to Hoff. Hoff got it out front of herself a little too far, though, and banked on out by Hansen. Benvey back to gather it. Well, that one went through everyone. Minogue back to pick it up here for the Wings.
Now an opportunity. Here's Hoff firing the rebound, laying loose. They just couldn't get a stick on it. Now a big-time scramble as Labor made that first save, but then the puck trickled alongside her, and the Storm just couldn't get a stick to it, or it would have been an easy tap-in.
There's a situation where goalie's been standing in the cold all by herself there. Oh, just had an opportunity to put it away. Oh, my. Just didn't handle the rebound very well on the shot, and didn't know where it was. And oh, boy, how close can you come without scoring? Jeepers.
Jenna Markshausen just kind of had her stick tied up just a little bit. Boy, didn't miss that by much, but that was one they'd like to have again. Let's see if they can get some momentum after being shell-shocked by those 4 quick goals for the Wings. Now it got loose, and Ristenberg will hammer it out. Althaus back to pick it up here for North Shore. Lloyd Olt pursuing her. And flip back to center. Sondral coming up with it. Markshausen carrying it in here for North Shore. 20 to go in the power play. They are down 4-0. Ooh, that one almost looked like it could have been another penalty against the Wings, but it won't happen. Nordlund carrying the puck here, lost it. Got it back, but then from her knees, clearing up the wall a little bit. They will get it out. Penalty is over. College out of the box. Overskated there along the wall. Althaus picking it up here for North Shore. Johnson pursuing her and knocked it free. Ava Mack getting a shift, 39. Here's a shot on net. Larson the save off of the Claire Hansen attempt from out high. So 2:09 remaining in this first period. 4-0. Armstrong-Cooper scoring 4 times, Dan, in a span of 2:06. You won't see too many games that you see bing bang goals that rapid fire like that.
Yeah, unless the goalie breaks his leg and he doesn't tell anybody. But
that shot off a skate of the defender Carpenter.
Yeah, the other part of this, Jay, though, too, is the fact that they've had some time off. They haven't had time to practice as much, and they just took a long bus ride, and it's conceivable to be a little discombobulated here, and we'll see what they do in the second period here.
Hoff jumping in to keep that one alive, but now knocked back out, and here's Mack up with it. She's all alone for the moment. Ava Mack trying to go to the net. Chopped loose from her by Benvey. Now gets some help. College firing. Stick save there as she looked for a first period hat trick. Both Lloyd Old and College have a pair of goals. Here's Hoff carrying it ahead, and again, Hoff was down injured for a while. We're glad to see her back out there.
Absolutely.
To the point. That one sailing wide. I think they were looking for a tip there, and Sondral didn't want to take any chances on tipping that one past her goalie, so she just let it go through to the corner.
Oh, smart play. Well, looks like Storm got a little life in them here, Jay. They're playing a little better.
Played ahead now. Ristenberg grabbing it. Ristenberg will shoot it. Oh, and Larson a save there. She had Minogue with her, elected to take that shot, and they were able to clear the rebound away. Under 40 seconds to go here in the first. A dominant first period for the Wings. And this one will be thrown all the way down the rink, and icing coming up here against North Shore with 28 seconds left. And they are going to need to regroup when this period comes to an end as they trail it 4-0.
Well, last 2-3 minutes here, though, they've fought back. They've gotten the puck down in the AC zone. They've got a great opportunity to score a goal here on a dropped rebound.
Put out front. That one bounces to the corner. Mack gets it back in the circle there, spinning away. Now Lloyd Olt. 10 seconds left in the period. Now long shot put on Larson to stop. And now the period will come to an end. And it was a strong period, to say the least, for the host team here in this tournament. Armstrong-Cooper, 4 goals in a span of a little over 2 minutes. as they will take a 4-0 lead after one period of play. We'll take a break. We'll come back and hear from one of the coaches in a moment as the Wings in control.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Welcome back to the Armstrong-Cooper Holiday Girls Hockey Classic here on CCX. After one period, Armstrong-Cooper leading North Shore by a score of 4-0. North Shore head coach Zach View joining us now. And coach, on the scoreboard, midway through the period, still 0-0, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open for AC. What did you see there?
Yeah, well, we got a young team, and we've kind of having to bounce back all year with not letting these big holes happen in our game, where we're doing a really good job, and then we have 3 minutes where we let 3 or 4 goals in, and we try to have to recover from that. So I think that's just what happened again, and hopefully we'll be able to battle back after the first, and our leaders step up and start to take charge.
Tell us overall about your program and then the co-op, and that brings some challenges too when you get a co-op program and your two schools not terribly close together either, right? The rinks.
Yeah, so we have 2 rinks about 30 minutes apart from each other. We switch practices basically with the boys. The boys are in Two Harbors one day, the girls are in Silver Bay that day. So switch for practices, switch for games. Our girls go to different schools, 3 different schools that we have, Two Harbors, Silver Bay, and Grand Marais. So there are challenges that come with that, but there's challenges that come with every single program. So we'll get through it, and I think we've done a pretty good job so far for kind of what we've got to deal with.
We didn't have holiday tournaments last year, so are the girls excited about this week down here and to play in a new tournament too?
Absolutely, yeah. So it's fantastic. These are some of the big bonding moments we have for our girls. Like I said, being from 2 different schools and 2 different towns, we don't get a lot of time other than in the bus rides together. So having the hotel experience and having the whole week together is a really big deal for our girls. We got girls that range from 7th grade to 12th grade, so being able to get them, in rooms together and just, having dinners together and things like that is huge for us. And they have a blast with it. We missed hockey, what was real hockey last year, and even this year's come with a little bit of, ups and downs, but I think it's been, I think it's fantastic to have these tournaments back. Win or lose, these are a blast to be in.
You go back into the regular season schedule coming in January. What does it look like for you in the first part of the month?
Yeah, so we get back into sections pretty hard here. We've got a lot of Cloquet, Hibbing, Moose Lake, and then we just came in from sections. So we have a really weird schedule this year where we started out really, really weak in the beginning, and then we had some cancellations due to COVID. So we're going to start getting into the thick of things here with 3-game weeks, and it's going to be January is very busy for us. Our weeks look pretty packed right now.
Finally, what would you like to see from your girls in the second and third period here tonight?
Just keeping their head up and working hard. I think we're a team that once we get down on ourselves, like I said, we're a young team. So, when 13, 14-year-old girls get down on themselves, it starts to go downhill. I think if we can be positive and just work as hard as we can, we stayed with them and did a pretty good job for the first, 10 minutes of that period, and then it kind of went downhill a little bit. So popping back up to where we did to start, and I think we'll be back in it.
All right. Thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Zach View, head coach of the North Shore 2, the team that's trailing Armstrong-Cooper right now by a score of 4-0. We're back with the second period of play on CCX right after this.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to New Hope Arena, and happy holidays from all of us here at CCX as we close in on the end of 2021. It is 4-0 Armstrong-Cooper leading North Shore here in the Armstrong-Cooper Holiday Classic Girls Hockey Tournament as we take a look at some first period highlights. And it was an interesting period, back and forth 0-0 for a long time, and then all of a sudden they erupt. Lloyd-Holt turns and buries that shot there. Paige Lloyd-Holt scoring at 10:06 from Lydia College, and then College gets her turn after the faceoff win. Nice little backhand pass, and College slams home the Ruby Minogue feed 15 seconds later, and it was 2-0, and they were not done yet. Shot from the point, Lloyd-Holt tipping it in off the attempt there from Anna Rausch. Lloyd-Holt getting her second, and then College getting another one here off the nice feed from Riestenberg, and that one makes it 4-0 in favor of the Wings. And that is how we skate into the first intermission. They see the shots advantage 17-5. The Wings did take 2 penalties, but North Shore had a very near miss on one of them on a rebound chance, but other than that, didn't get a lot of offense generated. So we'll see if they can bounce back a little bit, as their coach View just talked about that they had a little lull there, but they want to be able to come back strong. We'll take a timeout here as we get set for puck drop in period number 2. Quarterfinal round game at the Armstrong-Cooper Tournament, and AC leading it 4-0.
Hey! Okay. Mm-hmm.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Say, you have been around that place.
Welcome back here to New Hope Arena. As you get a look there at Paige Lloyd-Holt, she has scored a pair of goals, as has Lydia College, and it's a 4-0 lead here for the host Wings from Armstrong-Cooper as they skate into period number 2. North Shore, I'm guessing, Coach View, probably, I'm guessing the message might be a little bit, well, it can't get much worse than that. So let's just kind of battle back from that. And he did mention, even though we saw him kind of chewing them out on that timeout, he said, the confidence level is a factor, especially when you got such a young team, too. And that's something that I think sometimes you forget about, that an 18-year-old girl or boy probably going to be quite a bit more mature than when you've got 7th and 8th graders who are all of a sudden seeing goals go in, and you got to factor that part into it a little bit too. Here we go in period number 2 as the Wings gain control early, can't get that puck out. I mean, obviously they would still be down big, but I think if they'd been able to tap that rebound goal, then it probably would have done a lot for their psyche heading into that period. It was a very near miss.
Well, the good news is they rallied on that. They did create an opportunity and stuff, so they know they can get it down there and get an opportunity if they play hard.
Lavore deflected that one up and out of play, so we'll get a face-off coming up in the AC zone. She did not have a lot of work in that first period. Had a little trouble with that one rebound that we said was the one near miss for North Shore.
Never liked it when my goalie only saw 3 or 4 shots in the period. That's not a good thing.
No, it's difficult to stay super sharp in that scenario. Here's College getting to it first. Minogue jumping in to help out. Riestenberg giving chase. Now they get it down to Minogue. Tried to put it out front to College, but not quite accurate on the pass. And now the Storm coming back the other way. Floated in and then right back out. College kicks it loose at center ice. Keeps possession there, and now Rachel Vigan into the circle, putting it out front and off the blade there of Bryn Anderson. Now it bounces free into the wing zone. Storm changing here. They're going to have to hurry. Rachel Vigan carries it in, fires. Whoa, that one was ticketed top corner. Megan Larson, maybe her best save of the night right there.
Yeah, just cool, calm, and collected. She was out on the edge of her crease. She saw it all the way. Made a nice quick move here. Just a good shot opportunity. tried to use the defenseman as a screen, and she stayed on it, though.
And by the way, the defenseman, Lily Benvey, was really the only Storm player in position. Their change didn't go well there. I don't think they got the puck where they wanted it to, and everybody departed at once, despite the fact that the Wings had a good position to get it up. That one hit somebody on the bench, so we'll get a whistle here.
But one of the things that you have a tough time teaching young players is ice awareness. What's going on? Where are people at? How many we got on? How many we're going to change? And, that takes time and experience to get a feel for your teammates. And being young, that's something you got to learn.
And obviously it's a little different, in the second period versus the first and third, too. So you got to factor that in. Like how long is it going to take us to get to the bench and get reinforcements out there? Wings trying to pounce on this and get it going back their way. And we're going to have a penalty here against Armstrong-Cooper. Their third of the game. Maybe a hooking call. And it appears to be, let's see who they're going to get. It looks like it'll be Anna Rausch picking up her second penalty of the game.
Coach, put the choppers on. You were playing better when the choppers were on.
I have to be honest, Dan, it's not as cold in the rink as I was thinking it might be with the weather that we have. It's nice and comfortable. It's not too warm, not too cold, just right.
Well, I'm looking at the ice, though, too. There's still some wet spots here, and considering how cold it is, there shouldn't be, but they're putting a lot of water down because it's a tournament, and they're going to use this rink extensively over the next few days.
Cleared down. That's going to be an icing against the Storm. They're on the power play, but misfired on the pass, so we'll come back into the North Shore zone. Again, it's North Shore in the black and silver, kind of the LA Kings colors, and that's two Harbors, Silver Bay, and one Grand Marais player as well. Really beautiful part of the state. Dumped ahead. The race is on here. Hope Ernest trying to get to it and got a little shot away. Now she chases the rebound down too. She went after it hard.
There was a smart play too. She pulled it out, didn't try to go to the net. She got her power play set up, and that was a smart play.
Here's Olivia Hoff. Hoff making a little move there. It's away from her, but Benvey is there. Now Hoff firing a rocket over the net.
She may be small, but she'd be fierce.
Out front it comes. Oh, and a nice stop by LaVore there. Oh, that was close to going in. As a nice setup in the front. And LaVore just getting the skate out to stop Katie Carpenter. I was all set to call that one a goal. We had a pretty good vantage point of it from here as that centering pass came out front. There you see, just got to it.
Well, that'll help the old confidence there, I tell you. Oops, and then we got a problem.
Riestenberg, shorthanded breakaway. Riestenberg to the net, but denied. Pass gathered in there by Seagren. Now bounce it wide of the net. Johnson will pick it up here for the Wings. Failed on her clearing attempt. Storm getting it set up, thrown all the way through there by Velchev. Comrick picking it up down low, but chopped loose from her. Wings unable to clear it out though. Althaus up with it. Back down the wall and eventually makes its way to Seagren. Under 10 to go in the power play here for the Storm. That one bouncing into the referee. Penalty is over. Wings back to full strength. They can't clear it here though. And that shot deflected wide. Sondral over to pick it up for Armstrong-Cooper. Johnson falls down hard along the boards. Johnson did a smart thing. I think she was tempted to kind of pull that puck into her body with her arm there, but the referee was right there and probably would not have gotten away with that. Puck was tipped, so no icing here. Hoff back to get it. And Ernest able to float the pass ahead. Just got away a little bit there though on Sondral and couldn't clear it all the way out. Ernest continues to work hard there. Out it comes to the high slot. Here's Hoff picking it up. Fires that one off the tip of the glove there of Lavore. Hoff gathering it again here, making a big loop. Shot it got on net, although her stick was chopped out a little bit. Now the Wings have to clear it. This will be icing against Armstrong-Cooper, and although it's not a goal, it's some shifts together for North Shore that they're starting to look a little better here.
Yeah, they are. It was a nice power play, nice shift, and they kept it going after the power play was over with. And yeah, they're showing some signs and some skills. Hoff looked good on that, and one of her line mates did too, just moving the puck around and staying in motion, and that was a pretty good power play, to be honest with you.
They win the draw here as well. Backhander on, Lavore the save, and then traffic out front. Wings trying to clear things out. Kind of get the feeling on a couple of those earlier ones that the Wings are used to being in games that are pretty physical in the Northwest Suburban, and I think they were maybe possibly a little surprised that they were called for penalties on things that in some of their conference games would be a normal course of business. Thrown around behind the net. And gathered up. Here's a possible 3-on-2 rush. Storm able to get to it, but can they get it out? Not initially anyway. Is dumped to the corner there by Claire Hansen. Puck squirts free here. Wings working their lineup a little bit deeper here now as Elizabeth Bray, number 12, getting a shift out there. Also Taylor Fertel, number 19. Tipped ahead, the race is on, but getting back to it is Hansen. Here's Claire Hansen leading the rush now for Armstrong-Cooper. Hansen will tee it up, but it was blocked. Althouse, a good read. Hansen stayed with it though.
Yeah. Yeah, in just these instances, though, too, these one-on-one on the boards where you got to get physical. It's where the Wings have the advantage. They're just bigger and stronger. But I'll tell you what, the Storm are battling here, and I'm liking it. They're playing really pretty good hockey right now.
Johnson trying to dig that one free in the corner. Althouse sending up the wall. And they get it out to center, and a little battle for it there, but nice play by College. Just got her shoulders out front and won that puck.
The Storm will come out here, Jay, and then just a little extra step that they've had. They're skating through things. I really think the holiday layover really hurt them in the first period. That them legs weren't moving. They were out of position. They were kind of overwhelmed by the size of the Wings, and all of a sudden they're forgetting all this and starting to play hockey, and they're starting to give a challenge to the Wings.
Long pass across here and retrieved by Ernest. Her shot blocked down. Floated it past the net. Sondral back to pick it up here for Armstrong-Cooper. She's turned back. I agree. A much more spirited effort, I'd say, for the Storm here in period 2. Off of College's stick. Riestenberg knocking it ahead. Now out front for College, chopped away from her though. And a little collision there near the blue line, but play goes on. Minogue picking it up, sending it ahead to College. College makes a nice move to the net. Lydia College fires, but high and wide.
I like the way Larson didn't go down that time. She stayed up and covered the net. And here we go. We got a situation.
Segren going to the net here for the Storm, but net by Lavore. Hagen coming back the other way, shooting. Larson the save there, and she'll hang on.
Well, the Wings now, they got a 4-0 lead after the first period, and I think what Coach Cook's got to deal with right now. A little complacency and stuff. Hey, you dominated the first period, but beyond it was you. But this team has found their legs again. You're going to have to pick the pace up again if you want to get back on the scoring board.
Back out to the point. That shot hits traffic in front, and then the rebound. And Larson able to cover that one up. I agree. I mean, there were stretches of the first period where they were, I mean, you thought this one might be double digits by now, but it's been different in the second. I give the Storm a lot of credit, and I agree it's hard not to start to think like, we got this one in the bag after you kind of dominate that first.
Well, I like what Coach Cook did there. Did you see that? He was talking to the hands high. They've got enough penalties now, and you say, hey, we can't do that. Just we're in a game now, so no more penalties. Get your hands down, get your sticks down.
Here's Mackenzie Johnson spinning to grab it. Looking out for Lloyd-Olt, and that one deflecting wide. Lloyd-Olt back to Cook. Cook will relay it around back for Paige Lloyd-Olt. Hansen shooting. Ooh, and that one really handcuffed Larson, but the rebound trickled to the corner. Johnson up with it now. Mackenzie Johnson will come to the point. Ooh, and that one was tipped on the way in. Lloyd-Olt sliding it across for Johnson, and it's a goal. She didn't get all of it by any means. It was kind of a changeup, but it was enough to elude Larson, and Mackenzie Johnson will make it 5-0 for the Wings.
Well, the problem you got there, Jay, is I was watching Larson play goal, and she would not get up. She stayed down for about a minute on her pads, which is fine, except in this situation, it restricted her lateral movement across. And as she tried to come across, it slipped between her 5-hole. And she was back inside her crease. She was not on top. So a little technical mistake there by the goalie, and it cost him.
Lloyd-Olt and Cook will get the assists on Johnson's goal at 9:54 of the second to make it a 5-0 score. That's going to be icing call here against the Wings. And they all count the same. She kind of almost fanned on that one. Didn't really get much of it, but at the same time, that maybe made it a little tougher for the goaltender, and she overslid that one. And that's a good point you made there, Deanna. Obviously, goaltending coaches probably get on their kids a little bit if they do too much of that. You don't want to stay down sliding back and forth on your pads if you don't have to.
A good team will go shelf on you too if you get it done.
Carried up the left side here by Minogue. Gets the pass back. Wiestenberg trying to come out of there with it. It brings it out front. That nice cover up here the other direction. Here comes Hoff. Hoff up the right side. Keeps control. Probably their best skater, it would appear. Now out front it comes. Here's a chance. Save and another stop on the rebound. Whoa, good opportunities for the Storm right there. And Velchev had the last one, and then there was sticks got up a little bit there at the end. There's two of the best saves of the night for Labor right there.
They got to put a mask on her because she just robbed them twice here in the period.
Oh, that second one, I didn't know how that didn't go in.
She got the glove. She got her glove down, and it made all the difference in the world.
And we're going to have a penalty here against College. She came in to kind of defend her teammate there. I'm sorry, but that should have at the very least been one aside there, because it looked like the Storm player turned and kind of got the stick up.
You are correct, Jay. Absolutely.
However, when you're the team ahead 5-0, you probably don't get the benefit of the doubt that often in those kind of situations. But interesting one there. I was not expecting to see any penalty call actually, but down low it comes. Centering pass, and that one got in on the board. Able to just close the pads in time. And it trickles free. It stayed loose, and another near miss there for the Storm. Cook with a shot block there. Now Hoff works her way down low. Hoff lost it. And they get it ahead now to Johnson. Finding Cook. One-on-one here. Cook firing. Larson a glove catch, and she'll hang on. 4:50 to go here in period 2. 5-0 Armstrong-Cooper. They are shorthanded at the moment, though, as Lydia College has taken a penalty. There's a look. Just got the pads closed in time. I don't think she saw that puck very early. And then another one coming in.
She didn't get that one clean either, and they were standing there. I don't know what you got. I wonder where the snake is that bit all the Storm players on the bench.
Yeah, they've had at least a couple that could have and maybe should have gone in, but Lloydell jumping in to take that one away. But then right back the other way it comes with Belshoff.
Yeah, when you look at a hockey squad, you look at two essential things. First of all, you got to have a center that can win faceoffs, and secondly, you got to have a goalie that can stop the puck when it's least expected.
Oh, a giveaway there by the Storm as Minogue will come up with it. Shorthanded rush, 2-on-1. Oh, she turns and fires. It looked like she could have given that one up to Lloydell and got a chance. They might have been at the end of a shift there. Here come the Storm now. Odd man rush on the power play, but chipped away by Sondral. Cook leading it back the other way at 2-on-1. Penalty is over. Cook out front. Riestenberg tucks it away. It'll end up being an even strength goal. It came at the end of what was a shorthanded situation for the Wings, and Riestenberg able to bury it.
Boy, you got good eyes, Jay, to call it that close on the penalty expiring and them scoring. The nice play here. Defense made an error. Should have stayed in between, prevented the pass, but got it underneath the leg pad there as Larson came across. Nice patience there. Oh, no, went up shelf. Fabulous.
8th goal for Riestenberg. She's the leading goal scorer on the team, and a beautiful shot there.
She was paying attention. She went shelf on it. She knows Larson's going down.
Cook and Johnson will get the assist as the Storm really got caught out of position there, giving up a 2-on-1, which was almost like shorthanded situation. Obviously, as I said, the penalty had just expired, but College lost it on the way into the zone, and back comes Hoff the other way. She'll float one toward the net, directed to the corner here. So 6-0 lead for Armstrong-Cooper, which can be important if it stays that way, because obviously we'd have running time into the third period, or at least we think we would. Remember the other night, Dan, we were here for a boys game, and they were caught unawares by the rule, which I still find hard to believe. It's not like it's a new thing.
Listen, you got to stop thinking that I'm thinking that I'm thinking. I thought the same exact thing.
Benvey up with it here, sliding it around to Komarek. Couldn't quite get it out of the zone. So the Storm, I thought, as we had been talking about, playing a much better second period and had some near misses of their own, but now a little deflating as they give up a couple more goals to stretch it from 4-0 to 6-0.
Well, they've got double-digit shots on goal, Jay, 15. I was wondering at the beginning of the game if that was going to happen, too, and they've come back nice.
Benvey controlling as the Wings were changing here. Floats that pass and picked off. Hansen. Under 2 to play in the period now. Banked ahead there towards Seagren, and she'll roll it into the wing zone. Hansen back to play it. Over to Mackenzie Johnson, and lost it. We might have too many players on the ice here for the Storm. I think we will. As the player just off the bench came up and grabbed that puck. So officials are going to confer, but the original signal was too many on the ice, and that's what we're going to get, as they'll put Addison Bentler to serve it.
You know, it's interesting looking at the benches here, too, compared to the first game. You know, both teams just basically 2 lines, 2 sets of D, and that's just going to wear on you, especially if you haven't had a practice and stuff for a while. So.
Very first penalty of the game against North Shore after AC had taken the first 4. Storm able to get it, and they'll flick it on out. Lavore stopping that one. Sondral picking it up. Chopped loose as she tried to come out. Now Lloyd Olt will slide it across to Cook. Cook to the high slot, firing, and Larson able to make the save as she was sliding across. Cook did a pretty good job of getting a shot away while using the D to try and make that one tougher on the goaltender Larson.
Well, I think the goalie coach of the Storm got on Larson a little bit too. She's standing up pretty good now.
Able to bank it on out. Long pass ahead, doesn't connect. Benvey intercepting. Almost offside. Nice play to wait though, and now it'll trickle in on Larson as Riestenberg realized if I keep going full bore, we're going to be offside here, and they kind of hesitated but made it look all right. Off the draw, they can't get it out. Hansen up with it, firing, and Larson fought it off. And then flung down the ice.
Boy, you couldn't teach a clear any better than that. Boy, got it up top on the glass.
Ooh, a near giveaway there as Lavore's pass got away. And would have been somewhat of an open net for Seagren if she'd been able to get to it. Under a half minute to play here in the second. 6-0 Armstrong-Cooper. And they are on a power play for the remainder of the period and then into the second if they don't score here. Riestenberg will carry it up ice. Storm very slow to change one of their players. Riestenberg trying to go to the net. 5 seconds to go into the circle. Sondral fans on it. And then they'll float it on out, and we are going to reach the end of period number 2. And the Wings getting a couple of goals in the second after they'd scored 4 in the first. And our score after 2 periods here at New Hope Ice Arena. Armstrong-Cooper 6 and North Shore nothing. We'll have our second intermission coming up next year on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We are through 2 periods of the second quarterfinal round game here on the North Rink at the Armstrong-Cooper Holiday Classic. And Armstrong-Cooper leading North Shore by a score of 6-0. John Jacobson now joined by AC head coach Matt Cook. And Matt, would you like what you saw in that second period from your girls?
They looked all right. It's a little sloppy with the puck sometimes. I think they're playing a little overconfident and not doing some of the little things, but for the most part, their breakouts look clean. We're getting out of the zone pretty well, and we're starting to make some creative plays around the net, and that's a big deal for these kids to keep getting confident in front of the other goalie making plays. So it's fun to see a couple of the cross the crease passes and finishes. So overall, pretty positive.
That first period was good, though. You get the 4 goals there and a short burst there and kind of put
North Shore behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, you can see I think they're running a little short on legs out there, and I think they've been on a little break, and they look like they came on a little bit stronger in the second period, and give them a lot of credit. They're working hard out there, but yeah, our girls should be in position to keep capitalizing and keep working hard and keep on it. Like I say, we're trying to build through 3 games here, and we're running tight numbers, so we're trying to get as many kids minutes as we can to take minutes off everybody's legs. So.
Yeah, so that's a challenge here. You got not just 1 period left tonight, you've got 6 more periods to play in 48 hours after this.
Yeah, so tight numbers makes it hard. We actually play 5 games and have 1 practice in our next 8 days. So this is a good setup for coming into it. We go to Anoka, then Matamidi after the tournament and back-to-back days. So always a challenge with small numbers, but no one's complaining about ice time, and everybody's working hard. So.
Overall, tell me about your season. How do you feel your team's played up to this point as you go into the new year?
I don't know. There's been a couple games where maybe we're disappointed with the results, but overall they've been playing pretty well. They're a pretty organized team for the most part. They get out of the zone well. They play the defensive zone well. We had a little time where scoring got to be an issue, where all of a sudden we couldn't find the back of the net, and it's good to see them getting back on the board again and starting to ring up some goals. But against some of those upper-end talented teams, we really got to find ways to score. And when we got going against Andover and Centennial, all of a sudden we were having a hard time finding the back of the net. But it's good to see them find some success and keep building. So.
Thanks for your time. Good luck the rest of the way tonight and the rest of the tournament.
Appreciate it.
Nat Cook, head coach of the Armstrong-Cooper Wings. They lead it 6-0 through 2 periods of play tonight at New Hope Ice Arena. Back with more of our second intermission here at the AC Holiday Classic in a moment.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Back in our second intermission, where Armstrong-Cooper leads North Shore 6-0, opening day of the Armstrong-Cooper Holiday Classic. Well, holiday tournaments do not happen without a lot of work from people behind the scenes, including booster clubs often. Jennifer Sondro is the president of the AC Girls Hockey Booster Club. And Jen, thanks for taking time with us. And I know that a lot of hours have gone into planning this, right?
Absolutely. Lots of parents. All the kids have stepped up to volunteer, and it's a great tournament. It's our 26th year. We're really excited. We have a young team, 2 years behind COVID, and our families have stepped up and are really involved, and we're very fortunate to have that.
What's been the biggest challenge that you didn't have a tournament last year in just kind of keeping things going here? Kind of a weird season last year, still in COVID, and putting a tournament on and everything that goes with that.
One of the biggest challenges is we have a lot of 8th graders, 9th graders, and sophomores. They didn't have a full season. They didn't comprehend what it meant to run a tournament, but they have all stepped up absolutely. We're super fortunate. We have local sponsors that have been amazing. Pub 42, New Hope Bowl, Frankie's Pizza, to name many. But it's really just getting everybody on board, setting expectations. Why we do this, it's for the kids. And the parents have stepped up, and we have an amazing crew of parents and kids.
It's a really nice mix of teams. I like it too. Some metro teams with a lot of teams from up north too, right? And the girls get to play different teams that they wouldn't see any other time of the year.
Absolutely. The great thing about this tournament is they're not playing their regular teams that they play during season. So they get out, play some different teams, they see some different ways of playing, and it's just great all around.
Outside of this tournament, tell me about what the Booster Club is involved with in supporting the team all season.
Sure. So a lot of it is we have a great staff of coaches. Matt is amazing, but we have a lot of additional coaches that we need to be able to provide finances for. So what we do is we do fundraisers. So we have parents involved in fundraisers. We've reached out to, like I said earlier, our sponsors. They've been super supportive. We do different things within the community. The girls this year have had a lot of fun doing breakfasts, and dinners and pasta feeds, and really just making the team super supportive. But we've also brought in our community. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of the staff from Pub 42, some of our girls work there, they come here, they support the kids. So it's become more of a community involvement than just Armstrong-Cooper hockey.
And last I checked, ice time isn't free, right?
It's not free, no, not at all. And we have uniforms, and we have all the things, the pucks, everything that goes with it. And to make a great program, we have to raise money.
You've got parent involvement, but there's people out there watching maybe in the Armstrong-Cooper community that'd like to support the team. What can they do?
Anybody can support by coming to our games, helping volunteer at any of the games. If anybody wants to give a financial donation, we're not going to say no. So just really being there and supporting the program is amazing.
Jen, thanks for your time and good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
All right, Jen Sonderall with the Armstrong-Cooper Girls Hockey Booster Club, and it's a happy mom right now too. Her daughter's team leading 6-0 over North Shore through 2 periods of play. More hockey on CCX right after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And welcome back here to New Hope Arena as Armstrong-Cooper leading 6-0 after 2 periods here in their Holiday Girls Hockey Classic over North Shore. Take a look at second period highlights. AC led 4-0 after 1, but a much more even second period. Nice stop there by Megan Larson, the Storm goalie, and there's a nice one at the other end for Labor, and then covered up on the rebound. And then here's a breakaway chance that was denied by Larson. Lloyd-Olt sliding it across, and Mackenzie Johnson able to get that one to trickle in for the goal. And again, a great chance here for the Storm, and some robbery out front. Labor making a couple of stops, and then another one right there. As definitely more signs of life offensively in that second period for North Shore. And then Cook sliding it across. Riestenberg goes to the backhand and pops it in as they lost track of her right at the end of a penalty there. Riestenberg getting her 8th goal of the season, and that one made it the 6-0 margin. You see the should be 6-0 on the board there. 28-16 the shot, so definitely evened up more. And the Wings have taken 4 penalties. The only penalty taken by North Shore was actually too many players on the ice late in the period, and that one is still got 15 seconds to go as we get set for period 3. We'll take one more quick break and then come back with our third period here as North Shore and Armstrong-Cooper battle in the quarterfinals.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Welcome back here to New Hope Ice Arena along with Dan Ficken and John Jacobson. I'm Jay Wilcox. Armstrong-Cooper leading it 6-0 over North Shore. This is a quarterfinal round contest here. Earlier this evening on this rink, we saw Osseo Park Center beat Bloomington Jefferson by a score of 4-0 to move into the championship semifinals, or they'll meet Fergus Falls.
That should be a heck of a game. The Otters always come out strong. Pretty good girls program, so should see some good hockey in this tournament. Again, it's so nice to have 8 teams back and people willing to come on out and get the kids and give them some adventure and some new looks, you know, at a holiday tournament like this.
And on the other rink, last report, Bemidji had a 3-0 lead over Princeton. The winner of this plays the winner of that contest in the semifinals, and obviously losers play in the consolation bracket here. So again, 15 seconds remaining of power play for Armstrong-Cooper to begin the third. Storm short a player. Lloyd Holt sending it ahead to Cook. Cook sliding it across. Quick shot, and it goes just wide from Johnson. Back out to the point. Penalty is over. Storm back to full strength. Cook circling. Oh, puck getting stuck a little bit on that wet ice. Back out to the top. Sondral had that one blocked. Here comes Natalie Larson, but she'll take a long slapper, and it's in! Oh boy, Labor would like to have that one to do again as Natalie Larson finds the net 36 seconds into the period.
Would that be Megan's sister? I wonder. Well, if it is, then the family's happy right now. Took some of the pressure off. Wow. I'm sorry, but Jay, they needed to be rewarded. That just, I don't care if it was a fluky soft goal. It's still a goal. Oh, and look who's down again. Oh, you think she's excited? Oh, my heavens.
Hoff and Carpenter will get the assist on Larson's goal at 36 seconds. Her 5th of the season.
So that takes running time out of play right now as they got it back to within 5.
Carried in, Reistenberg. Oh, off the pipe. Hit a pipe short side there as she took it strong to the net.
Well, let's see if that rejuvenates the legs of the Storm here. They've been pushing and pressing pretty good over the last, period or so, and finally got rewarded.
Nice forecheck there by Natalie Larson, who just scored that goal a moment ago. Now Cook out of there with it. Cook makes a nice move. They're changing behind her, so Cook trying to hold it long enough to get things set up a little bit in the offensive zone. Stella Lemieux getting a shift there, chopped it down toward the corner. Back to Lemieux here. Long one on net, rebound, and a couple of saves made there by Larson. And now it'll be backhanded out by Natalie Larson. This one will get there for icing. And we'll come back into the Storm end of the rink here. They trail it now 6-1 after the long shot by Natalie Larson went in.
As a hockey player and a coach, the one thing you don't want your team to see is a big goose egg under your score card, and they got rid of that. That's just, even one goal makes all the difference in the world.
Centering pass here, knocked aside. Carpenter lugging it out for North Shore. Playing it to the front, Sondral intercepting there. Getting it around to Reistenberg. Up the middle, Monod. Sliding it across. Oh, and Larson robs College, who was looking for the hat trick. Nice. All three forwards on that line involved in that passing play, and well read by the goaltender. That pass fails to click, and it's going to be icing here against the Storm.
A little upset winger there for the Storm, knowing that she didn't quite catch that clean and it slipped off, but we'll see what kind of response now that the Wings have.
Anna Lavore out to take the draw and wins it for the Wings, and the shot attempt blocked. Seagren, though, was quickly doubled and lost it. Lavore goes down hard. We're going to have a penalty coming up here against North Shore, it looks like.
Nice check. I like it. Oh, that's right. You can't do that in girls hockey. Maybe a little frustration there, but nice play, at least, you know. Is that Hope Ernest?
Nordlund, it looks like. We'll get the penalty right there.
Yeah.
So the Wings get a power play here fairly early in the third, leading at 6-1. Pass too far and thrown right back in by Althaus.
Coach Cook not happy by that outlet pass, just kind of threw it away. He said, you're on a power play, get it to an open person.
Hoff knocking it ahead. Yeah, at times too many long passes that don't have chances to get there, I think, for the Wings.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to take advantage if it's there, but had too many gambles. Lloydel dropping it back to Cook. Shot, it hits traffic in front and then cleared toward the corner. Here's Lloydel up with it in the circle. Lloydel fires, Larson the save, and then had a little trouble holding on and now pounces on it. That was pretty near the spot where Lloydel scored her first goal from.
Yep.
That time Larson was ready.
Well, take it a bit at a time. If you're on the North Shore bench, it's all right. Just take your time. Let's get some shots and get another one, but let's kill this off first.
That shot missed the net. And back out to the point. Sondral faked the pass and then shoots, and Larson deflects that one up into the netting. We'll have a draw inside the Storm zone here. Off the draw, back to Sondral. Reverses it here.
See, it's interesting, too, watching how they're moving the puck. You know, they're taking a few extra steps skating before they move the puck, and that's just slowing everything down. You got to take the puck and pass it. Don't worry about foot movement.
Ooh, pad save there as a sneaky little shot by College. And cleared down the rink by the Storm here. Under 20 seconds to go now in the power play for the Wings. Sondral playing it to herself there around the forechecker. Sondral gaining the zone here. Under 10 to go in the power play. And that one will be cleared. It was tipped out. Storm back to full strength as they're able to kill it off. Lemieux back to play it here for the Wings. Misfired on the pass there. Althaus trying to send it back to Hoff. Hoff jumps in to help out there. Hoff ran into Lloydel. Now the bank pass ahead. Hansen breaks that up. Thrown back into the wing zone. Hopped over Lemieux's stick as she'll chase it down here. Still 6-1 Armstrong-Cooper. Only goal of the third was by North Shore. Here comes Cook. Has Mackenzie Johnson way over on the left. Cook slides it across, and Johnson not able to handle it. Cook putting it out front. Lloydel back out to the point. Hansen shot knocked down. I'm thinking Cook, when they get to the bench, is going to tell Johnson, you call for the puck and I give it to you, you better handle that pass. Because Johnson tapped her stick loudly to make sure that she knew she was there. And then when she got it to her, kind of duffed it.
Kind of gripped her stick a little too tight there. You got to give on a pass. You can't have a solid piece of wood there. It'll bounce off it every time.
Cook into the circle. Fights off the defender and fires. Ooh, and a blocker save by Larson. That was ticketed for the top corner. It was an awkward looking save, but she did what she had to do to get in front of it at least.
And the Storm have killed off the penalty, but
here's Lemieux, and she is denied. Wow. Larson coming up with a big save on Stella Lemieux, who hasn't played much in this game, but looked awful good going to the net right there and got away a good, low, hard wrist shot.
Well, she allowed 4 goals in the first and then dropped it to 2 in the second, and yeah, she's definitely on her game here.
This was a great chance too, and I'm looking at that shot, I'm thinking, how is it that Lemieux hasn't played someone, she's still only like her second shift out there, and looks like she has a little bit of skill too. Sondral coming up with it here for the Wings. Tipped into the North Shore zone and then right back out. That pass picked off by College. Nordlund battling with College. Earlier in the game, it sort of felt like North Shore was shying away from contact a little bit. Now, not at all. They're battling, one-on-one battles.
And they're winning a lot of the fights. In the first period, they weren't winning a lot of the one-on-ones at all, and they're not intimidated anymore.
Riestenberg carrying it in. Riestenberg trying to sneak it in short side. Larson was ready. Now College trying to shoot. Her stick was lifted there. Tip loose, and this one going to be an icing call against North Shore. Coach Cook's team maybe not putting it away quite like they hope, but you still got to be pretty happy with a 6-1 lead.
Well, yeah, in coaching, this is hard to do. I mean, how do you tell, hey, you're not playing very well and stuff, Coach, you're up by 5 goals. Give me a break.
Intercepted there. And dumped in deep. Hoff back to pick it up here for North Shore. Getting that pass away to Larson. And now Hope Ernest. She'll fling one in, knocked aside by Labor. Mackenzie Johnson back to gather it. Nice pass to herself there. And then put it right up the middle, but it's picked off. Lloyd-Holt then blocked that one. Lloyd-Holt had it, lost it. And flipped into the Armstrong-Cooper zone here. Labor is going to go down and cover that one and not take any chances here.
Johnson had a nice move there, but then after she got that first move passing it to herself, she had Lloyd'll out in the middle wide open and just had to get her head up to see it. That could have been a good scoring opportunity for Lloyd'll.
Comrec, clean win on the draw. Knocked loose there. They just keep it in at the line. Sondral trying to get it out. She was denied. And this one thrown back toward the net. Labor will pass it out of there to Lemieux. And just threw that one nowhere near Riestenberg.
I think I'd have a little concern right now if I was the Wings. It's just kind of a lackadaisical, sloppy play here that, I understand it's the first game. I understand it's the third period of the first game and you got a big lead, but we need to play hockey like we can play hockey.
And that back pass is behind Hoff. Riestenberg closing fast. Now College jumps in to get it out front. It comes past Cook. Here's Lemieux's shot, and that one is blocked. Good positioning there to get in front of that one by Ernest.
We're going to have a penalty on North Shore here. Cross-check, I think, back behind play.
Now they'll gain control, and this one will be whistled down.
There was a hit behind the play. And
interference. They'll end up calling it on Hoff.
Boy, that hurts, too. That's a big loss to have in the box if you're the Storm. She's the gal. She plays back behind there, and then Dean takes and runs with it when she can, but they're going to miss her on the penalty kill here.
Storm won the draw initially, but then Lloydholt comes away with it. That shot is denied. Lloydholt will send it back to the point and gets it back again. Sliding it down low to Mackenzie Johnson. Johnson going to Hansen. Johnson trying to float one all the way across. It goes through. Rausch. Here's Lloydholt in the circle, fires. Ooh, and Larson, a glove catch.
Good play by Lloydholt. Just finally went to the net. They were kind of patsy fingering it around a little bit too much. Lloydholt saw the opening and got into her spot and took a shot. You know, it looks like she's kind of got the same thing as a three-point shooter for the basketball players. They have a spot they can hit that three on consistently, and she seems to have that down to the left of the net.
Cleared down the rink by the Storm here. Again, they're shorthanded for about a minute 10. Trailing at 6-1. They got a goal in the first minute of the third after trailing 6-0 through 2. So they've managed to avoid it becoming running time because of that early goal. College dropping it back to the point. Receives the return pass, firing, and there's a backhander, and it's in. Riestenberg will bury it for Armstrong-Cooper, getting her second of the night.
Getting good position in front. There were just too many big bodies in front of Larson that time, and I think she made the first save, but the second one went in on a shelf by Riestenberg. Get a good look at it here.
Yeah,
good
College that was knocked down, and then Riestenberg. Boy, that's a tough one for the goalie.
Well, you know, and I talk about backhands, right, Jay? Forehand, the goalie can anticipate where it's going because they see where the stick's pointing. Backhand, they don't have that advantage.
Oof, a big time collision there as College and Belchef ran into each other. College and Biggin will get the assist. And now we are into running time here with this 6-goal margin. Banked ahead to Johnson.
Was that the first power play goal by the Wings?
Yes. Yeah, just their third opportunity.
I apologize, folks. I'm old. I don't remember things well.
Lloydholt putting it out front. It was kind of between everyone there. Johnson got a piece of that. And back into the AC zone as the Storm changing here. Hansen back to gather it. Mackenzie Johnson tapping it ahead to Cook. She has Lloydholt going to the net. Cook fires and scores. I think the goaltender Larson was expecting the pass, and Cook instead surprises her by sneaking it through her pads. And that'll make it 8-1. So Cook has played a very good game. Finally gets her first goal of the night after a couple of assists. And
in the words of the immortal Phil Hartman, you are correct, sir. That was a great, totally fooled Larson. She thought it was going to go across. Good play by Cook.
Johnson will get the assist. Make it 8-1. Riestenberg up with it here for Armstrong-Cooper. Circling the net. Back out to Sandro. Tees it up, and that one might have hit the crossbar, I believe. Larson tried to glove it, and I think it hit iron. And trying to jam it in short side was College.
There, nice play, nice play.
Sandro looking for the tip was College there. Banked back out. Centering pass there, and there's a shot. Larson the save, and the rebound, a near miss. They keep it alive. Sondral up with it. That one hits the outside of the net. Goaltender lost her stick briefly, but has given it back.
Well, I love the fact that the Storm they're getting physical. They're doing rough stuff in front of the net. They're saying, you can't stand here or I'm going to get physical with you. So face-off in the Storm zone here. The Wings win the face-off.
Off trying to chase it down here, but Lloyd will get there first. Johnson, that one hit a skate. Johnson had it hop off her stick, and then it went over Vigen's stick, and now the race is on, and it's Velchev will get there first. Velchev fires, and she scores! So the Storm will have something to celebrate late here as they pull within 8-2.
Well, I think Coach View, let's take the first period out of it, and all of a sudden you got a 4-2 game, Jay, and that was just a simple. I wasn't ready for that shot. Went right in the 5-hole, no question. So I think if you're the Storm, let's take the first period out of here and let's see how we did, and it looks a whole lot better than it did after the first.
Riestenberg leading the rush here for the Wings. Drops it off for Cook. Now a backhand try. Larson the save. And scoring chances continuing here late in the game. We go under a minute to play. And sent ahead, and now the race is on. Possible 2-on-1. Now they get to it out front and behind Larson. Yeah, Ernest with good effort. Cook will send it ahead. Here comes College. Nice poke check there by Benvey. Kind of wide open here late. Sondral carrying it for the Wings. Sondral trying to go right to the net herself, and then their backhand try was knocked down. Stays with it though. 20 seconds remaining here. Storm trying to get it out of the zone, and they do now with Velchev, who scored that last goal for North Shore. Chop loose. And a bouncer that goes off the outside of the net, and that is going to do it for our remaining time as Armstrong-Cooper will skate away with an 8-2 win here in the quarterfinal round. It looked like in the first it might be somewhat easy as they led 4-0, but as Dan said, North Shore coming back with a much stronger effort, I think, in the second and thirds, even though the Wings outscored them 2-0 in the second, then each team scoring twice in period number 3. So the Wings will move into the semifinals here. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back to hear from one of the Happy Wings players here. 8-2 Armstrong-Cooper over North Shore. Stay tuned for more here on CCX.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
Come on, Drew, spot on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
I'm high.
Oh.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Skates away with a win in the quarterfinal round of the Armstrong-Cooper Girls Hockey Holiday Classic, 8-2 over North Shore, and they advance to the semifinals on Thursday. Welcome back to New Hope Ice Arena. John Jacobson with Paige Lloydell had a couple of goals tonight, and Paige, what would you like just to get back out on the ice after a few days off here?
No, yeah, it feels great. I'm getting back into it. We started off with a win, so that's always good. But yeah, I love getting back into it after a break. So.
You're one of the veterans, but it's a young team, right? What's it like to blend the seniors with some of the younger players that are getting some varsity minutes?
No, yeah, young team, you really have to connect with them, and at practice we go extra hard, make sure we're getting those extra players with different people so we can all just connect on the ice, yeah.
It's a 3-day tournament, and you don't have a ton of skaters, so I know Coach was talking about wanting to get a lot of minutes for players, which is always good, right, to get as many players' experience as possible?
Yeah, well, since there's so many, we have 3 games in a row, we're just trying to get in shape with the break and just playing everyone, yeah.
Overall, what did you think of your team's play tonight?
We started off a little slow, in my opinion, but I think we got into it, and as you can see, the scoreboard, we made it work, yeah.
Play a Bemidji team, it's probably a little better tomorrow night. What do you expect from them and playing a team from the north again?
Yeah, I'm expecting us to go out hard, get ready for it, and to jump on it right away and not have that opportunity for them to score.
And finally, you didn't have a tournament last year. What is it like just for your girls to play and host this tournament again?
It's nice. I really missed it. Last year I'm just glad we're back.
Paige, congratulations on the win tonight. Good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Jay and Dan, back up to you.
Thank you very much, John. Congratulations to Paige and her teammates. Lloydell, College, and Riestenberg all scoring twice tonight for Armstrong-Cooper as they roll to the 8-0 win. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight from the Armstrong-Cooper Holiday Classic. Hope you've enjoyed both games here this evening. It's Armstrong-Cooper defeating North Shore 8-2 for Dan Ficken, John Jacobson, and the rest of our CCX crew. Happy New Year and good night from New Hope Ice Arena.